Protect your business from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Welcome to another episode of Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. for December 8th, 2017. Technology Review is a show that helps inform and educate the public on the fastest growing crime of the 21st century, and that is cyber crimes and identity theft, folks. We also cover tech gadgets here in the show too. Every 2 seconds, someone has their identity stolen from a cyber hacker. Did you know that 16 million new victims and growing are reported to law enforcement every year? According to the Justice Department and the Federal Trade Commission, identity theft is the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. But folks, you don't have to be a victim. What we need to do is we need to educate each other. Information is the new currency, and information is our best line of defense. You will notice on the news every day there's a story going on about some organization or association that's been hacked by a cyber attack. And listen to the show and we talk about the latest that's going on. What can you do to protect yourself? What can you do to protect your family? What happens if your information is stolen and what steps you need to take? That's why we have our show. If this is the first time you're listening to our show, my name is Mac Jackson Jr. I'm a cybersecurity professional. My background is in law enforcement, business communications, business consulting, and programming. My programs and services help companies mitigate the damages of identity theft and fraud by providing training and education and cybersecurity awareness. You can find out more about my company by going to my website at macjacksonjr.com. That's macjacksonjr.com. I want to give a shout out to all of our supporters over the last few years that have helped keep our show here on WCOBM.tv. And if you'd like to be a supporter, please feel free to do that by going to my website at macjacksonjr.com. This week, I'd like to say hello to Denise, Lori, Mikkel, Benjamin, Malcolm, Lori, Dennison family, and everybody else. Thank you very much for your emails and your support, being part of our show here at WCOBM.tv and Technology Review. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and also you can go to my YouTube page as well, and definitely give us a thumbs up and look at our YouTube videos. And you can support us on Patreon, on the Patreon channel as well, supporting our show Technology Review. Definitely appreciate your donations every month. Thank you, folks. Really appreciate that. And definitely join the bandwagon, be a part of our show, getting this information out to the public. Because information, folks, again, information is the new currency. If you'd like to be a sponsor of our show Technology Review, you can send information to sponsors at macjacksonjr.com. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors too. They are awesome. Definitely appreciate them for the month of December. Especially, we'll say hello to Canon USA. Thank you very much, Canon USA. We have CypherLock, Nevada Bankers Association, InSync Virtual Desktop Solutions, Turin Consulting Group, Martin Harris Construction Company here in Las Vegas. Thank you very much for being a part of our family here for sponsors. And again, if you miss any of our shows, folks, you go to WCOBM.tv and look at our show on demand. Look at previous episodes where I have my interviews of industry experts in their field, talking technology, talking cyber, and giving you information on how to protect yourself and mitigate the damages of fraud out there in the public. Definitely appreciate that. If you'd like to find out more information, you want us to do something today, you can go to my website and take a look at our new book we're doing pre-orders for right now. It's called How to Protect Your Family from Identity Theft and Fraud. And you can find that book on my website at macjacksonjr.com. It's macjacksonjr.com. We're taking pre-orders now. We're expecting to have a big release of this book in 2018, so definitely be a part of that. Sign up now and get your copy of How to Protect Your Family from Identity Theft. It's $19.95. Again, available at macjacksonjr.com. It's macjacksonjr.com. This week's show, we're going to talk about what is identity theft. We'll get into why businesses are liable and very responsible of protecting customers' data. We'll get into some tech gadgets, and these are applications that I suggest you should have to mitigate the damage of identity theft and fraud. And then in our green energy technology, we talk about IoT. We'll talk about EVs, electric vehicles, new electric vehicles hitting the market, old electric vehicles. We'll get into some IoT as well, Internet of Things also. If you don't know what the IoT is, Internet of Things, definitely stay tuned, folks. It's something very important you should understand in the show. We'll start off with some news that's going on as far as hacking. There is still major companies being hacked today, and we'll continue with the hack from Equifax. If you haven't reported your information to Equifax or through credit reporting agencies, putting in a credit freeze on your account, please do. Credit freeze would be definitely recommended with your Social Security number, meaning that no one can get credit, not even you, if there's a freeze on your account. So make sure that if you do put a freeze on it, you need to buy something afterwards to unfreeze it before you buy something. And just an extra precaution, nothing's 100%. It would stop any new credit to be put in your name. However, hackers may try to find out other information about you by building this profile that we talk about a lot on the show and try to unfreeze your account. We've seen examples of that where hackers are trying to reverse the unfreezing of accounts in order to acquire credit when the actual victim thinks their credit is frozen. It's very, very amazing seeing what hackers are doing and how brazen they are to try to acquire information from their victims. So make sure you check your credit report every quarter. Run a credit report from the 3 credit reporting agencies and see what it looks like. If you see anything suspicious, definitely report it immediately to law enforcement. Next, make sure that all of your financial institutions where you have your monies saved, everything for your savings accounts, checking accounts, and other financial instruments, that you have access to any alerts of any transactions that affect your account. For example, a lot of financial institutions now are implementing an email alert. Anytime a transaction goes through your account, you'll receive an email via text to your phone or an email to your email address if there's any transactions that affect your account. This is very good because you will know if anything suspicious comes through. You can flag it and report it immediately to the merchant or your bank and letting them know that you did not approve a certain transaction. For example, if you have a PayPal account, PayPal does that as well. They'll send you an email if any debits come through your PayPal credit card or your PayPal debit cards. So definitely take a look at that. Those are just some of the things that you can do to protect yourselves from identity theft, making sure that you look for any suspicious activity. One of the things we hear a lot about, another thing that is we're hearing a lot that's going on after the Equifax breach are title loans, folks, title loan frauds. Yes, dealing with title loans where documents are being forged because of electronic signatures, because if hackers have access to the servers from the escrow department and title companies, they can fraudulently create documents and then create credit loan request, equity line of credits with homes from the victims without them knowing it. Even have documents sent to a different address too, folks, a different mailing address. So definitely look into that as well, making sure that all your title search on your homes and making sure that you are the owner of that title and no one's trying to take it away from you. These are just some of the things, folks, that we recommend that you do to protect yourself. Run a credit report on your children as well as the elderly. And if you have bad credit, also run a credit report. There's been an uptick in victims with bad credit that now have good credit because they don't check their credit in 2 or 3 years, and the hackers will then put money invest into you on a prepaid card, pay on it every month, and guess what happens to your credit, folks? Your credit score goes up. Before you know it, you'll have a credit score that you could purchase a home or house or automobile, and then hackers will take advantage of that. These are just some of the things you can learn, folks, by being a part of our community, Protection Connection community here at Technology Review. And we invite you to do that. Find out more, definitely go to my website. Again, it's MacJacksonJr.com. That's MacJacksonJr.com. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. Just do a search for me, Mac Jackson Jr., and send me an email also at info@MacJacksonJr with your stories. We're getting lots of stories and emails from folks around the world that have credit questions or information on how to protect their business and what they should do. Definitely contact us so we can give you that information. Stay tuned in our next segment. We're going to talk about why businesses are responsible and what businesses are doing to protect our information or data. We have lots more here in Technology Review. We invite you all to stay with us and stay tuned. We'll be right back, folks, after a little word from our sponsors. Thank you.